And hello, this is Shiren Icy once again. Sorry if I sound different. It's the night. It's the morning of the night talking here. Okay, but to put it simply, I podcasted at like 5, 6 in the morning. That's what that first one was. And honestly, it was all over the place. But honestly, the first of my anything seemed to be all over the place. I mean, there's nothing like shocking or whatever. But I didn't want to come back on here and say, sup. Maybe I'll start with a story. Even though I have no idea what kind of story you guys are like, I'll start with something. Let's see. There I stand in a dream. I wonder, just why is it that I have this dream every night? Me and 7 girls, face to face. Oh, I guess in a circle, not face to face. Standing in this meadow, and we all seem familiar somehow. We're all similar yet different. I wonder why that is. I wondered why that was. My wondering would soon answer me. It's like the more my curiosity grew was just the telling of when it would all begin. You know, those dreams just started out with silence. We would stand there for a moment and then it'd be gone. But those moments turned to seconds, those seconds turned to minutes, and those minutes turned to hours. It felt like forever that we would stand in that meadow, just staring. Our hair, our bodies, our clothes, they were different, but something about us was all the same. I began to wonder why I stood there in a circle with 7 other girls, and I had no idea who they were. Some of them seemed to have died forever ago. Some of them seemed to be different. I couldn't tell you why. At least I thought I couldn't tell you why. Until one day, I woke up. I was walking home from school. It was a normal day up until then. I was happy. And then I was suddenly struck with everything. It was like a bolt of lightning. I guess technically it was a bolt of lightning because after I remembered everything, I found myself waking up somewhere else. I found myself waking up in that meadow, and I remembered who those 7 other girls were. They were all me. My 7 other lives I've lived. The way my soul had traveled eons and centuries, light years away, and yet right here, I was shocked. But the story isn't about me. I'm just the narrator. I am number 8, and this story is about number 9. This was about me after I was struck with lightning. This was the next story in this line. Maybe my story will be told, maybe it won't. Maybe you'll hear from the other 7, and maybe you just won't. I don't know how this works. I just know that I'm here, and I'm going to tell number 9's story. Number 9. She was sweet, in fact. She had soft, dewy eyes like number 2, and the long hair, and the old-fashioned dresses of number 4. I guess she looked nothing like number 5, who looked a lot more like me. So I can say that number 5 and I were both a lot more modern. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. I couldn't tell you. But she was sweet, in fact. Her name was Axel Silver. She was really interesting little girl. She grew up in, I can't say anything that ever happened on Earth. There was some strange parallel dimension. It closely mirrored our own when it came to time and growth, but at the same time it was completely different. Her story's also a bit strange. It seems in this parallel Earth where my soul went after I was struck with the memories of everything else before me, number 9 was also struck. She had everything that I guess we had in the modern day stripped away, and she was sent back a couple years. She was sent back to, well, I don't know how to put it. She ended up becoming a duke's daughter, I guess. I mean, it was strange, but there it was, unfolding before my eyes. Lightning never strikes twice. Well, I guess that makes that day a miracle. The first day that I could hear the other 7 voices, that's much more than a whisper in my dreams. I guess in that case, no, I'm a whisper in Axel Silver's dream. Oh yeah, I'm the narrator, but my name is, well, Sasha. This is what I was. But my name doesn't really matter much, does it? I'm just the narrator now. I mean, eventually someone else will narrate and someone else will be here to tell you the amazing story of Axel Sylvan, but well, Axel Sylvan, but who am I kidding? I want to be here. I want to tell the story because otherwise, someone else will have all the fun. My life is pretty boring, but I'm going to make sure that Axis is nothing but, well, it all started when she was struck by lightning. She was a hard-working businesswoman. She wasn't a CEO by any means, but she definitely worked hard. She was a manager, and she worked really hard. She's a really important manager, too. She worked like she was supposed to. She did all she could, and it was nice. She was smart, intelligent, but always wanting something. For as much as she had business, and she was a bit of a romanticist. She would get lost in romantic novels. She would read herself to sleep, dreaming of a handsome man that would take her away. Not that she'd ever stop working, because she knew the value of herself. She knew her worth, and she wanted to stick to it. But she ever so often wondered, what would it be like if I could go back in time and meet these so romantic dukes and lords and kings. I mean, I know it's romanticized in all these books and fairy tales, and it's never that easy, but I know my worth. I had to work for it. I work for my happily ever after. It doesn't need to be handed to me. I just want my chance to try. I want to be like Sleeping Beauty. I want to be like Rapunzel. I mean, of course, I'm going to have my hardships like they did. Hopefully not nearly as bad, but I really do hope that. she says as she finishes a very intriguing book. A book that I read in my past, oh, I can't say my past life, in my life. It was the story of a girl who, by all means, was not loved. A girl that was considered useless and stupid. A girl that would later become the Duke's biggest failure. The story was called The Useless Daughter. Well, at least that's what I wish it was called, but no. It's called The Phoenix Descent. It's interesting, but nothing much. There's the Duke's stupid daughter who causes trouble for everyone. She was nothing spectacular, nothing interesting, and her death was also forgettable. She poked fun at the prince, the royal family as a whole, the other dukes, even the government workers. This girl had no filter. Honestly, surprised the Duke kept her. And even the Marquess was appalled by her behavior. She was dim-witted. She found the crudest of jokes funny. It was kind of sucked, to be honest. It was nothing short of an abomination for a girl such a high standard. And so, because of that, for so many years, she was locked away in a tower. Her father could not stand the shame or the embarrassment of having to raise such a wild girl. And there she sat after, 6 years of earning her reputation as the girl with no filter. She sat there for 4. The Duke let her out when she was 10 to give her one more chance. She seemed like she had gotten better. She seemed like she had gained a filter. But it only made her snaky almost. It made her secretive. It made her hateful. She, definitely wasn't happy to be locked away for 4 years. Her dad barely visited her. He said he had no time for a girl as ill-mannered as her, and it really hurt. But she didn't matter. She wasn't the main character. She was a throwaway character that no one would remember. She could never have been the main character. The main character was the daughter of the Marquess. She was the main character. She was charming, polite, amazing, and sweet. At least that's what everyone thought of her. The Crown Prince, the other Duke's daughters, the Archduke. Even the king sometimes was enthralled by her. She was sweet, amazing, and beautiful. In fact, but she had one dark, unbelievably horrible secret. But that's for another day. Well, I hope you guys like what you heard so far. If you do, please come back for more. This was the first chapter of Whispering Dreams. This is the beginning of a long series. If you like what you've heard so far, please find me on Webnovel, on Shiren Icy, the way it's spelled here. I write books. I have the Villainess Handbook to Survival. I have Can a Dream Come True? The Dark Horse Forgotten ones. I have the White Lotus series. I hope that you guys go to Webnovel and find those. I hope that this interested you, and I hope you'll come again for chapter 2 of Whispering Dreams. Have an amazing night, day, evening, and etc. I really hope you guys come again. Bye.